History, also overhunting. Overhunting has been a tremendous problem for these animals. Not so much anymore, unless you consider poaching, but the actual sport hunting at one time in America was not as regulated by international governments. So people would go over for hunting trips. They'd shoot 10, 11 tigers for trophies. So it's not all bad news. Now there has been tremendous gains to keeping these animals alive, keeping them healthy, because they're the top predator in their chain. Whenever you remove a top predator, it can have devastating effects all the way down the line. So there's been tremendous gains. There's been a lot of international political will to keep these animals safe, to keep their numbers up, and doing really simple things like just setting up conservation land for them to live. And it's in fact, these animals are so prized for things like coats that they actually have to post armed guards in some of these areas. Now, one thing anybody can do to help continue these, the will to help these animals keep their numbers up, because I think we would all be able to appreciate having these animals in the wild. It'd be a shame if they just disappeared from their natural territory. So something as simple as just knowing what you consume, where it comes from, whether or not the products that you use practice safe consumption, safe development of agriculture, safe development of meat products, things like that. Just knowing what you eat, where it comes from, and things like that can actually help contribute to the devastating loss these animals have experienced. And it may not seem a lot to do individually, but if everybody did it, if billions of people did it, and they refused to buy products that were raised in traditional wildlands, things like that, it would actually translate to these animals' numbers being increased quite a bit, like it has for the past 10, 15 years this will has developed, and we've seen explosive gains in their population. Now they're going to continue training, working with Kiri over here, our female. Does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, go ahead, raise your hand. Anything you want to know about the tigers, training, our facilities, anything like that, let me know. All right. I'm sorry? We do put them together because tigers are essentially solitary hunters. So the males and females really only get together naturally during the breeding season. So she'll have a certain time of the month where she'll be exhibiting all the signs of wanting to be with the male. We'll put them together for a day, or maybe a couple days at a time. But we have to watch them when they're together because tiger breeding is a rough process and they can hurt each other. So. And because in the wild, the female would be able to run away. Here, she doesn't have that opportunity, so we're really careful about when we put them together and for how long.
I know.
No, other than breeding season, tigers really view each other as competition for food outside of that process of breeding. Now, they're really solitary hunters. They don't really socialize like